I mean, really. Do you think I'm that dumb? I mean, you're looking at a man that was raised in the South, and you know that asking me a question like that, I'm not going to fall for it. We all know that if a rooster lays an egg on the roof, it rolls off the west side, not the east side, the west side. Well, hello, all of you string picking guys and gals out there, a big fat hearty cornbread fed. Welcome back to Obscene Studio. I'm your host, Casey. If this is your first time here, consider liking and subscribing. I'd love to see you back. I'd love to see you back. Today's topic, mail. Got this in the mail today. It's kind of cool. I've got to start doing this. I don't. You guys let me know if I should start doing like stickers and stuff. My buddy Brant over at the Tone Yeager channel. I'm sure most of you that are subscribed here are already subscribed to him. But if you're not, you're missing out, man. That dude has some awesome content. I really love his stuff. He's got a great sense of humor and does great work. This is the channel. This is the icon that you'll see. He sent me some stickers and a nice little note in here expressing the gratitude for supporting him. And, you know, I just got to say, Brant, you can call it support if you want to. I call it as I see it. You got a great channel, man. And us channels have to stick together. So, you know, that's kind of our thing, is we have to support each other. And you and Ted and all of you guys are just like, you're awesome. Today's second topic, old recording products. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. It's kind of old. I don't know why I'm getting such old stuff. I guess I want to stay away from the newer stuff, but that's not technically true. But I've been getting stuff in trades a lot, a whole lot. And like in the last couple of videos you've seen, by the way, I'm going to update you on that just here in a second. As a matter of fact, I think I'll do it now. Last video, I ended off with the problem with the push-pull, and told you guys that it was a faulty push-pull and that I was going to end up probably changing that out. Well, I'm not. I am leaving that push-pull in there because the more I play it, the more I like the neck pickup just the way it is. And this push-pull will split the humbucker, and that's all I want. The neck pickup sounds awesome. But I did, check it out. Look at there. I got revolver cylinders for knobs, and I replaced the cap on my three-way toggle with a gold cap. So, and I have got, this thing is just awesome. I threw out a teaser back a few weeks ago in a short, and I kind of wondered, you know, how long it would take someone to figure out that I'd gotten that and that it was different on the channel. Well, here's the thing. Within like literally minutes, I think, Brant had commented, "Where did you get that?" Well, the thing about here at String Pickers, I'm constantly trading, looking for different things to review. If I'm not buying it outright, I'm trading for it. And a young man decided that he wanted to do some trading, and we traded for, I ended up with that. He ended up with an old 22 rifle that I had that I hadn't been shooting in a long time with. So I didn't, if you don't use it, then get rid of it, that kind of thing. So, but I also got this dude right here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Boss BR80. This is a small little digital recorder that packs way, way more punch than my mixer recorder does. Don't get me wrong, I'm still using the other one. I just use them kind of in junction with each other now. Uh, it's kind of hard to explain. I guess I just really have to show you. But this thing has an absolute ton of features, just a ton of stuff going on with this. And I thought that, I've been playing with it for a few days now. And I thought, hey, I'd bring you guys along for the ride and show you what this thing is made of. I'm not sure exactly how old this product is. Uh, all I know is when it was offered to me, I decided to look it up. It was kind of a bonus trade thing. And so I decided, hey, I'll look at it and see. Right? I mean, what could hurt? If it had good reviews, great. If it had bad reviews, whatever. I didn't care. It was content to me. I can't put this thing down. I really can't put this down. I mean, I have played with this thing constantly for the past few days. And what this is an 8-track digital recorder. I'm going to show you some things about this that you are just not going to believe in this little package. Look at that, how thin, almost like the size of a cell phone. Which, I mean, who am I kidding? But now this, I think, is like come out in 2009, 2010. I'm not sure when this come out, but I mean, just come on, man, that's so small. But anyway, I don't have a lot of specs on it. What specs I do have will pop up on the screen, and you guys can look over those and pause if you need to, do all that stuff. This thing is an 8-track recorder, and it does everything that my Tascam does, and it really just makes the Tascam look stupid. But I like the Tascam because it's not all crazy digital. It kind of brings back the feel with the sliders and stuff. But I I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. I mean, this thing is just remarkable. It's absolutely remarkable. It has its own effects for guitar in there. It has everything. I guess the best way to explain it would be to hook it up, run it into you guys so you can check it out, and I'll go through some of the tones, the guitar tones with you. I'll show you the recording part of it. It's even got different rhythms. It's got like 8 different drum kits and 30 something different. You can change. It's a mess. It's a mess. I will hook you guys up so you could check this out with me. Okay. Okay, guys, got a little picture going on here, so you guys can see, what's going on and everything, and got the West Creek Guitarists out. That's going to be our guitar of the day. And let's see, let's get some headphones on. But yeah, y'all just don't know. I mean, you probably do, but this thing is just simply amazing, what it can do. So first of all, okay, let me run through what we've got going on here. If you'll look right here, I've got my wireless coming into this side. It has a dynamic, not a condenser. It doesn't have phantom power, so you have to use dynamic mic or a dynamic guitar cord, something like that. It does not offer any kind of power whatsoever. It runs off of 2 AA batteries, and it has a 9-volt power supply, which is right up here. Also, there is a left-right up here that shows your input and whether you're clipping or not. This is not just an effects unit. I was just amazed by some of the effects on it. It has a drum tracks, it has things that you can play along to. We'll get into that in just a second. That's insane, and that's not like all either. Okay, so the one thing I don't care, let me turn this down. The one thing I don't care much for is this wheel right here. It has these little black knobs that stick up around it. I think that in the future I am going to put glue something in the center of that so it'll be a little bit easier to turn. You can turn it, it's not a problem. But this is what I was playing with earlier. Now I have it on, there's 3 modes. There is the MTR mode, which stands for multi-track recorder. Still working on that. I know how to lay the tracks down, but overlaying and mastering I've still got to figure out. There's the eBand mode, which is what I'm on right now. And the eBand mode is what we're going to cover today. Really, really cool. I don't think I should have to mention that this is going to be the first part in a series with this thing. So the more I figure out about it, the more I'll bring to you guys. There are videos to this on YouTube, but they're old videos. I didn't even know this thing existed until I wound up with this. And I watched several videos on it. There is some helpful stuff, but I think that if we get a deep dive into it and do a series on it, if anybody else gets their hands on one of these, it's going to be, you know, easy for them to see how to operate. This is a Roland Boss, made by Roland, Micro BR80. Like I said, it has the MTR mode here, the eBand mode, and the live record mode. The live record mode gives you the option to use the left-right built-in condenser mics. If you're just playing like acoustic, you know, or whatever, those mics are stereo, so they will record that sound, and you can add it, save it, add it to a track later on, do whatever you want to with that. We have the menu button here, which scrolls through a bunch of stuff that you can do in the menu, which is a lot. We have the rhythm, which takes care of our drum beats and sets. So you have a bunch of intros, a bunch of verses, a bunch of bridge licks on the drums that you can do. It's just uncanny. And this one is the COSM. Yeah, COSM. Now that one lets you control what effects that you want to use. But for right now, just a short little demo of what eBand has to offer. Let me just push play, and then I'll play along with the track. Now, was that not just like the coolest thing ever? Okay, so that's basically what eBand is, and you can save these tracks and add them to a recording if you would like, or you can do just drums. You can do any of that, but today we are going to go through the guitar effects. We're not going to do all of them because there is a ton of guitar effects built into this, and you can edit each and every one of them. Okay, so first off, what we're going to do is we're going to tap on this COSM here. All right, then it brings up, we are on the studio, and we are, let's see, we're on the category of studio. So then what you want to do is you want to come over here, mash this over, and there's your effects for studio. There's warm overdrive. This is the modern studio sound, what I just played. But there is and then we just did modern studio. This is summer clean. That's a good clean tone. I like that. And let's see. Let's go to match solo. Whoop, I've got my coil split on. Okay, now you notice that a lot of these sound like this too. Not all of them, but a lot of them have that kind of high-pitched, scratchy kind of sound to it. So you can go in to, let's see, you can go in, press enter, and it goes to edit. You can go to edit, and here is the signal chain for that patch. And you can go over until we get to the EQ, enter. Now here's the thing, most EQs, my understanding, is the bars that you raise and lower. I've not ever really, and it may be hard for you to figure out what the numeric value is of each part of an EQ. So that's probably going to help you out here. The EQ is on, so we're going to go down. And there you go. And let's back out and let's try something else. They have a noise suppressor. There is a mod that you can turn on. That sounds like a pitch shifter. Yep, octave. And it looks like that there's a delay, distortion, and the amp, which I have been curious about and not tried out yet. So let's look at the amp. Type is match drive. Let's go down to, let's see what we can choose from here. So yeah, I mean, that's really cool that it does that. So let's back out. I want to go through some of the other effects with you. Let's see. Now we are in, let's go back to the 80s. This one is called 80s metal. let's go. This one's called Metal Cat. When I first seen it, I was thinking of Rocco. You OG string pickers will understand. Rocco is Cal's cat. Rocco, I just got an effect named after him. I need to put a short up of that so Cal can see it. But I told Cal that I was going to name an effect on my Black Star after Rocco, and he said make sure it's a fat sound. And so I found one and I named it Rocco the Fat Cat, and it comes across the screen, which is really funny. But I thought of that when I seen this one. It said Metal Cat, and when I hit the notes, I was like, yeah, that's it right there. So yeah, and it has all kinds of, let's see here, there is this one I like. That's kind of that chorusy 80s kind of chorus. But yeah, that is, I'll just go through the categories real quick. Let's see. We start out with blues. Each one of these has anywhere between 10 and maybe 15 preset patches to it. And there's blues, there's soul, funk, jazz, Liverpool, 70s hard rock, 80s metal, modern metal. I like the modern metal too. West Coast, buzz rock, the studio, which has a few good ones in there that I like. Progressive, and there's country, punk, acoustic simulator, which is pretty cool. I like that one. You can make your electric guitar sound like an acoustic. And guitar to bass. Now this one blew me away. Okay, now look, I have a guitar, but I don't have a bass. If I'm wanting to record something and I want to add bass to it, guess what? Bass right there, using your guitar. You don't even need a bass for this thing. I mean, how cool is that? And let's see, what else was there? Guitar to bass, and then just bass if you got a bass to plug in. And then there is acoustic altogether for acoustic guitar, and you have your vocal patches. Like I said, it does do vocals. And you have the stereo and user patches. Now there is a ton of stuff that you could load on here. It's just, if you can create your own patches for your own kind of effect that you want to use. And then let's get out of this all together. Let's exit. You can go down album, artist, rhythm, which most of these are the ones that Boss loads on here, so it just says Boss. But you can load any song you want on here. Just run it in through the USB and you can save it. Got a metronome right there, and you can adjust all of this, your speed, everything. And you can go through the different songs by turning the wheel right here. let's go through a couple of these songs so you can hear what they sound like. And there you go. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, you got to admit. And then, like I said, you can toggle to the live record mode, which will bring you up to this point right here where you can just start recording and record through these condenser mics or an exterior mic. Or you can do the MTR mode, which is the multi-track recording mode, which gives you the tracks, and then you can go from there. You can put all your own original song together, and then you can send it via USB straight to your computer. This is DAW friendly with the computer. So let's go ahead and wrap this up on the first part, and let's talk about it a little bit. Guys, I realize that I'm like behind the times when it comes to some of this technology, because I've never, I never even dealt with one of those things. That was just something that I would never even bother looking at anywhere if I seen something that small, because I've been used to things from back when I was growing up being so much bigger and so much more bulky. I didn't pay attention to stuff like this. Was kind of gimmicky to me. you know it was kind of like at a point to where I was like, if it's that small, it's not going to sound that great. And that can sound a whole lot better than what it did on that video. I've just not taken the time to adjust EQs, to try out different effects, to customize my own effects. That's where I believe that thing will shine, is in that and recording my own songs. Now, the thing about it is I can record acoustically into that with my voice and an acoustic guitar and not even have to have a plug-in at all. But here is the beauty of it. And here's where a lot of people are going to appreciate this, because not everybody lives out in the country like I do and have neighbors that are further away from you. A lot of you live in apartments. You live in, modular homes that are close to each other, subdivisions, stuff like that. You can't get loud. You can't get Carbon 100-watt loud. So you need something that you can carry with you, that you can just plug headphones into, that will fit in your pocket. And if it'll fit in your pocket, guess where else it'll fit? In your guitar case. I can put that in a pocket on that acoustic guitar case right there, and I can go and take that thing in, and if an idea hits me, I can record it and it's stored. There are a lot of things about this that I don't know yet. There's some things about it that I've kind of figured out on my own, other things I've learned from old YouTube videos on this product. I have seen videos that were only 2 years old. I've seen videos that were 10 years old on this. I don't know everything about it, but I tell you what I do know. I know enough that if I've got a guitar, a wireless get up, and some headphones, that is going to come in really handy. I don't even have to have pedals or nothing with me. It's all built into that unit. So guys, that's my video that I have for you today. I just wanted to share that with you because when I got it, I was just kind of like, well, it's a bonus in a trade with this guitar up here, the Firefly FFLX, which I really love. That thing plays like a Gibson. I've got the action super low. It's just, it plays awesome. And I named it Dora, Dora the Explorer, which is kind of goofy, but I thought it was only fitting for that guitar. But a guy offered me this with a trade on this other thing that I had for him, and I told him, I was like, "Hey, man, yeah, I'll take it. I don't know much about them, but I'll take it. It'll be something that I can work on in the studio and check it out." And instantly fell in love with that thing. And he even told me, he's like, "Dude, you're going to love this. This is going to take being mobile to a whole new level." And so I was like, "Well, okay, I'll check it out. If it's going to be that awesome, I'll look into it." And from the first time I plugged into it, I can't put it down. I just can't. It's just remarkable, what that thing does. And I didn't even show you the drum kits and stuff like that in it, where it's just drums alone. And some of those songs that I played for you, they take out the guitar altogether, and it's just the song and the bass, the drums and the bass track. So, but yeah, that's my video for you today, guys. I really appreciate you stopping in. Really appreciate Mr. Brandt over at Tone Yeager channel. I am going to put these up to where if anybody comes to my channel, they are going to see this somewhere around here so that they know how cool of a dude you are. I've not got into the whole sticker game yet. I have a logo for the studio and I have a logo for the channel. The channel one I'm thinking very seriously about. I've been looking into that here lately and everything. So you guys watching, look forward to possible stickers and maybe some merch coming up. Not sure on that yet. Not worked all that out. Like I said, I'm kind of new to this YouTube game thing. Not really looking to make a ton of money at all of this stuff. I'm not. It's just there if you want it. I just like doing this. I like reviewing cool products like that. Not going to give a pros and cons on it today, simply because this is the first part of this video. There will be more parts to that. I want to build a full song on that and then go from there. I know that my Tascam, I've done one part on it, and the Tascam is a little bit more complicated on how you do things on there to get a song mastered and put out. This thing right here really simplifies it a whole lot, and I think that this one is probably going to be my go-to. Now, for your information, this is how I've got it wired up. I keep it on this little stand right here. This is the power, the 9-volt power supply, or whatever, how many volts it is. This is a line in right here. I've got my guitar coming into this side. You have on this side an input level, and then you have an output level knob that you can turn over here. A switch on the back that tells you guitar, mic, whichever one you're recording. And I have the line out coming straight over into my Tascam. Don't look at that mess up there. I dabble in art a little too. Into the Tascam, going through channel 1, and just using basically the EQ and the slider here to kind of kill the volume a little bit, although it was a little loud for that run. And then coming out into the interface, when it comes into the interface, it goes straight out to you guys through one of these USB-C cables. So that's how I have got it run, and working pretty decent, I must say. But yeah, that's all I got for you today, guys. I really appreciate y'all coming in. I know I've said that probably 2 or 3 times now. I'm sorry if I did. Just want to say that I love each and every one of you, and I thank you all so much for coming by and staying with me for a few minutes while we look at this new little item. And just want to say that I hope that you and yours are having the most blessed day ever. And I pray that God is with you all. Until next time, later.